back to... It's been a while since we played this.
Is it?
It's been, I think, at least a week, right? I don't think we played it last weekend because it was Easter and I was at home.
I'm mentally demoralized from this week, so probably I think I've just kind of blotted a lot of it out.
Oh, this whole week has just been... Yeah, look, we last played on the... Oh, never mind. We last played on the 3rd, which was...
Yeah, 5 days ago.
Yeah, so not a whole week, but close.
My God.
We are 22 years old.
We are.
In the flower of our youth. Alright, I'll start us off.
Okay.
My mic in the right place. The Vassal and the Lord. It is another day at the prefecture. A secretary peeks into your office with a message from the prefect. There is a case he wishes you to handle. You put away your quill and walk to Sir Elborne's office. To your surprise, he happens to have another visitor already.
Oh, please be him.
Oh my God, yes.
It's not.
Yeah.
There's a graceful figure sitting across from your immediate superior, none other than Octavia Melanides. After all the times you have met her in the capital, you expected the Archduke's daughter to be brilliantly, lavishly dressed. Her appearance today is modest and formal, with a high-necked dress and a strict bun. However, her demure attire only serves to emphasize her role as distinguished visitor to the prefecture.
You bow to the prefect and the noble Archnean lady. Octavia offers you a curt greeting, then returns to the conversation you have interrupted.
This matter can brook no delay, Baron Elborn. The young judge may well wait outside.
Nonetheless, Sir Elborne insists that you come and take a seat. I'll keep going. Very not, Brante. You aren't interrupting at all. The Lady Melanides... Lady Melanides, I've scheduled to meet with Sir Brante at this very hour. I regret to inform you that your visit was perhaps somewhat unfortunately timed.
Octavia rises from the soft, high-backed chair. The young Arctian lady now stands tall, elegant, and indignant.
God, I'm struggling with her voice there for a second. You are out of line, Sir Borne. Archduke Melanides has graced you with a representative from his dynasty, and you will listen to what I have to say this instant.
The Archduke has expressed concern over your manner of governance at the prefecture. You have always been headstrong and eager to infringe upon the freedoms of your own noble estate. But now it appears that you find it acceptable to conduct proceedings against our own loyal subjects. Our dynasty has already seen many loyal nobles of the sword arrested or faced with punishment in court. Where will this lead? Do you mean us to enforce your lowly laws against us Archnians?
Do not forget that those laws were written down to keep low-born humans in check. Our lives have always been governed by noble honor and tradition, as well as the blood tide that is our heritage. Our only justice is the court of honor. The only rule above us is that of our sovereign, the emperor, and the twins. Our only duty is to our kin and our forefathers.
My ancestor Melanides himself granted the boon of nobility to you humans. It would be most unwise to make me regret his decision of old. In the name of Archduke Melanides, I demand that you end any and all proceedings against our subjects at once.
Sir Elborne acknowledges Lady Octavia's vehement speech with a calm smile, and nothing else. He shows no trepidation, no tremor, no fear, even though the lady across from him represents one of the Empire's mightiest dynasties.
Lady Melanides, the twins have graced the blessed Archnean lineage with a boon of long life, yet the world can be quick to change at times. The laws of the Empire now govern the nobles of the mantle, and even the nobles of the sword. Along with the common estate, this particular change is not as recent as it might seem. There was a lot of these in that fucking sentence.
There really was. The laws of the Empire are the decrees of the Emperor himself, the twins' chosen supreme sovereign. His laws are his will, which is, as you said yourself, the only rule above us, and that means all of us, from a highborn Agnian to the lowliest commoner.
So presently, the Emperor's representative in our province is Overseer Gaius Tempest. Like this prefecture in its entirety, I am simply obeying the Overseer's will and the laws of the Empire.
Then pray tell me, Baron Elborne, who is your own sovereign and protector? He is none other than my father, Archduke Milanides. You swore him an oath of fealty and vassalage. It is your duty to follow his word and will. Or do you wish for the Archduke himself to address you directly?
I tell you, cease this harassment of our loyal noble subjects at once. I will not leave until this order is carried out.
Why, Lady Milanides, I'm afraid this is quite impossible. As a servant of the Empire and Imperial Overseer Gaius Tempest, it is my duty to enforce the law. Now, if you will excuse me, Sir Brante and I have urgent matters to discuss.
He needs to metagame more.
Right?
The gaze of the Archduke's daughter is locked with the prefects in a single silent struggle. Each expects the other to back down first, but then Octavia suddenly turns towards you.
But I believe that's the wrong voice. But I believe the young judge has more in him than blind obedience. Surely you are able to distinguish a rightful claimant from a threat to the province, are you not? Oh, God.
Silence resounds within the prefect's office. They are both waiting for you to speak. They are not, like, in any kind of authority here.
Yeah, I kind of... This is the ones we would have... Oh, if we had won one of these, if we had won the tournament, or we had better diplomacy.
Okay.
So
I think we support Elborne. Last time we sided with the nobles, this time we got to go with Elborne.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, so far in our job, we have been, like... basically, you know, being loyal to our boss, and that's him. So I agree.
Well, not entirely.
We went back and forth a little bit, but...
Yeah, it was one matter, and I think it was a good choice to this day.
We're trying to keep things balanced.
Yeah.
We're the fucking Thanos of this universe. All things perfectly balanced. You engage in the argument and respectfully mention that your business with the prefect is urgent indeed. There are many issues that need to be resolved with Sir Elborne. You begin listing them one after the other to prove your point.
Octavia's face grows dark. She shakes her elegant head in indignation.
Oof.
I'll take this one. What a shame, Brante, seeing you eating out of this visionless gentleman's hand. And I hoped you were bold enough to have an opinion of your own. It seems my ancestor Char Melanidas was mistaken after all. Humans will never realize what it means to be noble and live in honor.
And as for you, Sir Elborne, the Milanidas dynasty will continue to this conversation whether you like it or not. I'm afraid our next meeting will not be as innocuous as today.
Octavia rises from her seat, elegantly yet quickly. A moment later, you hear her high heels clacking away in the corridor. Sir Elborne sighs with relief.
Thank you for showing her what you're made of, Equestrian. I appreciate your loyalty to the cause. The prefecture and the Archduke are about to enter a full-blown war. It is a pleasure to see a reliable judge on my side.
Archduke Milanides is testing the prefecture with his daughter. Otherwise, he'd have asked me to visit his palace personally. He's showing caution, which means we still stand strong, at least for now. We will continue our service to the law without regard for the outmoded ways of the past.
But I digress. This is high politics, and the prefecture still has plenty of cases to resolve. Let's get back to our work, Judge Brante. We're
With
back
that,
to 0.
El Borne hands you a new case file. You thank the Baron and head back to your office to study it properly. It's time to get back to work.
Yeah,
But we're at 0 with her, so
Yeah.
we're not negative, and yet with him we are definitely positive, so we are still doing good.
yeah, how are we doing? Yeah, we've got a +2 with him.
We might go up again in a second, I don't know.
Thomas
Who's-
Guerrero.
Wait, is Sophia our sister?
No.
Your former neighbour?
Oh, isn't she the,
Were we not meant to read this?
No, she's the major... I mean, she just got
Oh,
older.
she's the one we threw ourselves under a cart for.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's Jean?
I
Oh,
think-
that's the little girl.
Yeah, I think we met her in, like, the very first chapter.
Okay, all their portraits have changed.
And everybody's favorite dude, Carlo fuck grabbing.
He never changes. I swear he looks like a YouTuber.
He really does.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's Carlo fuck grabbing here. Don't forget to smash like, subscribe. Oh my god. Let's not go into that. Oh, hey, Gaius Tempest likes us.
Tempest.
He's the
Nice.
overseer, the Emperor's brother.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Oh. Fuck
yeah,
off.
that was always gonna happen.
I mean, he already didn't like us.
I mean, just look at his fucking face.
Guy looks like a villain.
Yeah.
I think it's me. Passion. The
I
repercussions
don't know
of...
if this is... Sorry, I was just gonna say, I don't know if this is a phrase over in America,
Hmm.
but there's a term, face like a slapped ass.
That is not... That is not... There's quite a few that are similar, but
Okay.
But no, not that one.
Oh, sorry.
Passion. The repercussions of your most recent encounter with the Archduke's daughter Octavia soon manifest themselves. A letter bearing the seal of the great dynasty of Milanitis arrives the next day. Inside the envelope you find an invitation to Castle Sippenverda.
Literally called Serpent, their fucking castle.
Serpenverda, yeah.
Verd just means green. Just
Yeah.
Green Serpent.
Yeah. The
Castle.
Archduke's residence. I mean, who knows what they are? Because they're, on one hand, they're the noble dynasty that, elevated humans to the rank of nobles, so that's a good thing. But on the other hand, they're also Archnians, so they're kind of dicks.
Why can't it be Castle Vaca Bleu?
It sounds like I don't know, like a Russian soup.
Right. I mean... Oh shit, it's me.
Yeah, it is.
Visiting the Archduke of Margaret himself is a great honor. I doubt it will be. Declining such an invitation would be an insult of colossal magnitude. You immediately purchase a new doublet in the latest fashion and ask father to lend you a precious family brooch. It depicts the Bronte family crest, and the leaves on the oak branch are made of tiny emeralds. Octavia should find it to her liking.
Your family cannot help but notice your preparations. Mother watches you nervously as you make sure everything is ready for your journey.
Why the fuck would we go? Like,
Well, I mean, okay.
time out of it,
No, I think there's a reason we should go, but give me your thoughts first.
they're going to kill. They're going to say, right, join our side, and we'll give you this money, and then we'll say no because fuck those guys,
Yeah.
and then they're going to hang us.
So I don't think that's how it's going to go down. I think that, like, we supported our boss, right? And they didn't like that. And so now they're going to try to give us a talking to. And this is our chance to be, political and go in there and be like, listen, there's nothing personal, nothing political, and kind of, if we can, smooth things over. Because Bronte is...
We also refused their bribe, though.
That's true.
Like, everything we've done so far has been to middle finger them.
Yeah.
At least Octavia's, like, on nothing, but her father, who's the important one, is on -2.
Yeah.
And also, is her father the one that, like, killed everyone in that fencing club? Or was that a different person?
No. That was back in the capital. I think that was what's his face. Hold on, where's our relationships? I think that was this guy.
Yeah?
I think so.
I thought it was specifically not him, because I remember at the time thinking, oh, that must be him, and then it wasn't.
Maybe it was him. I don't know, but it wasn't. No, it wasn't that guy, because he wasn't at the capital. He's always been down here in this city.
There's one person I'll never forget, though, Father Ulrich.
Father...
The fucking demon voice guy that came, and thank God he hasn't come back up.
Oh man. Alright, this is you.
This odd invitation has me worried, my son. Be careful in the Archduke's castle. You're still of low-born origin. Arachnean attention spells danger to people like us every time. Remember not to displease them. All the Milaniduses will grind our family into dust.
Come early morning, the carriage takes you away from the border walls of Anizote. It takes you a full day to reach Serpenverda, along the dusty, sun-scorched high road. While on the road, you read notes on Arachnean traditions and rules of etiquette again and again. To preserve your family's honor, you must make the best possible impression. The provincial powers that will be watching your every step, and so will Octavia, with her cunning grin.
Only as the sun is about to set do you manage to spot the dark, colossal shape of a castle, Serpenverda. A towering fortification of jet-black stone spread across a peak looming over the bed of a long-gone river. The carriage climbs the narrow serpentine road to the castle gate. Soldiers of the Archduke's guard approach you, and you present them with the invitation. The guards eye you with suspicion, but give the signal to open the gate.
You are now inside the walls of the Archduke's castle. You had expected to see many carriages of other guests beyond the gate, but the courtyard is strangely empty. The guards show you to a servant who guides you to a room reserved for guests and leaves you there to wait.
The servant soon returns, and you follow him through the dimly lit corridors of Serpenverda, lavishly adorned with silver, emeralds, and weapons of war. The castle is silent. There is no noise, no music. It seems completely uninhabited. The sound of your footsteps are smothered by the soft velvet beneath your feet. The servant stops in front of a pair of massive doors made of black wood. This is your destination. He gestures silently.
You enter an enormous room, its walls covered in portraits and ancestral relics. In the very center of the room is a towering throne carved of black wood. Upon the throne you see the delicate silhouette of Octavia Milanidis clad in black velvet dress embroidered in silver. With a commanding gesture, the Arachnean lady bids you approach.
Alright, so this is the carrot.
Yeah.
You're here at last. Are you surprised, Equestrian? How odd. You didn't think my father would actually summon you to an Arachnean castle, did you? Or are you truly that naive? How sweet of you. No, it was I who summoned you here.
You are alone in the castle. Portraits cover the walls, portraits of Arachneans with dark eyes and jet black hair. They all resemble birds of prey, and their eyes seem to watch you with contempt that makes you uneasy.
Allow me to introduce you to my family. Family, this is a human by the name of Brante. What the fuck?
Wait, just keep going.
Okay. What do you think of him, father?
Wait, didn't she just say her father didn't invite us?
Yeah.
She casts a defiant glance at the...
Is he dead?
What?
Is he dead?
I don't know. Let's
Okay,
find out. She casts a defiant glance at the portrait of the Archduke Milanidis. Then she removes a glove from her hand and casts it as well. It hits the great Archduke right in the nose. Octavia laughs at that, and the tall walls and innumerable portraits echo her voice. Baffled, you ask Lady Milanidis why she has summoned you.
Because you have caught my attention. I noticed you even when you were somewhat stranger than you are now. Younger.
Yeah,
Not stranger.
younger.
Younger than you are now.
Kids are weird, aren't they?
They're freaks. And then I started seeing you again and again. I've caught myself thinking about you quite often. And so, I've decided that I wish to possess you.
Oh,
okay. Alright, first of all, hang on, go back. Twice in that fucking paragraph. One paragraph, twice. They start a sentence with and. I know I'm nitpicking.
Well,
come on.
That's a rule in writing. That's not necessarily a rule in speech, because if you think about when you talk, people do occasionally start sentences with and. But if you're writing something formal, you're right. You're not supposed to start with a conjunction.
That's a fair point you make.
You will be my companion. Other humans will envy you, but no one will dare to cross you. My name will open any door you like. In return, you will satisfy my every whim, and I will do with you as I please. Jesus Christ.
She is a kinky bitch. Sorry, YouTube. She is a flirtatious wench. Actually, that's probably still too strong for YouTube.
You're just digging your hole deeper.
Bet she would like. Anyway, Octavia rises from the throne, the hem of her dress lifting up to reveal her elegant, slender leg. This might require some kind of warning at the beginning of the episode.
Maybe.
This feels like a Santa dicking reference.
Oh god, I still have to edit that video. You know the history of this throne, yes? My ancestor Shah Milanitis used to sit here during the rebellion of Magra. Can you imagine that? Shah Milanitis made decisions that transformed the empire, all from this very seat. And now it's gathering dust in this vainglorious art gallery of my father's. Now come to me, human.
Octavia waits for you to do her bidding. One does not argue with an Archnean. Since the dawn of the Empire, they have taken whatever they wanted. If you refuse Octavia, daughter of the Archduke of Magra, you will insult her greatly. If you submit to this Archnean woman, if you become her plaything, everyone will know you are in the good graces of Lady Melanidas herself. As a human, what more could you possibly dream of?
You recall your chance encounters with her from the days of your youth to more recent times. What are your feelings for this exceptional Archnean lady? And what does she truly want from you? If you are willing to enter into a perilous romance with Octavia, perhaps you could do it on your own terms, returning her affections while keeping your honor. Would she defy all the traditions of old for you and recognize you as her equal, even only in secret? Octavia... Oh, sorry.
Octavia arches her back on her father's throne and waits for you. A slender hand beckoning you closer. Reject her!
No. No.
Reject!
No! No.
Reject!
No, we will absolutely not reject her. I think,
Why?
especially because we have this option.
Well, okay, first, we're wiping submit off the table, right?
Yeah, we'd never choose submit. This is my argument for not rejecting her. We've been trying to strike a balance between, like, nobility and doing the right thing, right? This is something that will in no way compromise, like, that goal. But if we reject her, we are fucking over our family. Like, everything our dad worked for, everything that, like, you know, we're fucking over Gloria, we're fucking over our father, we're fucking over our mother. So I
don't
think
we are.
It just said we are. Like, 2 paragraphs ago, it just said we are.
The game will not be like, right, you sleep with this woman, or everything's fucked. Right? That won't happen.
I definitely think it will. Keep in mind, we're already down a branch. If we had gone down, like, the commoner branch, or if we'd gone down the theologian branch, we probably would have come to a similar fork. Because, like, I'm thinking, it's maybe a little bit of metagaming, but going a few, like, paragraphs back, we had our mother warning us, you know, absolutely whatever you do not insult them, you know, because, you know, they'll grind our family into dust if you do. And then just 2 paragraphs ago it said, if you refuse her, it will be perceived as a massive insult. So...
I mean, it's a massive insult to us if we fucking start dating the enemy.
She's not the enemy, though.
She is!
She's not! The enemy is the people like you for some reason you have taken a really bad line, but she hasn't really done anything. Like this guy, I'd say he was the enemy because this guy was a douchebag and who tried to.
He's less of a threat than she is.
I completely disagree.
Because he is a really strong, really tough, badass individual who can kill anyone he wants.
Yeah.
But he's one man.
He's also an Archaean noble. He's higher ranked than she is.
She's the daughter of like the whatever the fuck his name is. And I swear to God, she has more power than he does. Even if the story doesn't say it, she does have more power. I
completely disagree. I think you're reading something very different in this than I am.
Let's look at our stats at the moment. All right, so well, both of them, I guess.
Where is our stats? Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah. Okay. This wasn't actually what I meant. I meant one of the other statistics that are on this page.
This one?
Yes, this one. So.
Well, this is the stats of the province.
Exactly, and I think this is what it's going to change.
It might, but I think it's more likely to change these stats, like the stats for the family. Where the fuck are they? Where are the families? There we go. I think it's more likely to change these.
I mean, we've got really good stats for these.
We do. I really think this is just you. Like, this is you, not what Equestrian Brante would do. I agree that we would never do this, but I think this is, like, the most, like, appropriate one for how we've been playing so far. Because we've been striking a balance between, noble and commoner and trying to treat everyone, like, fairly. And so this is us, like, protecting our family, we're not screwing over any common people, and we're using our, like, kind of everything with her to insist that we're not going to lose our dignity by entering into this relationship. So we're taking a strong stance, and we're sacrificing something from ourselves to, help our family. Which I think is something Equestrian Brante would do. This is just spitting in her face because we don't necessarily like her that much.
Can I take a 2-to-1 roll?
I don't want to leave this up to chance, I'm sorry.
I'm strongly opposed to being her lover. I really don't think it's...
That's why we're not picking this one.
Well, no, the middle one literally says we become her lover.
Only if she sees you as an equal. Yeah, exactly. This is, you will do all as Octavia wishes to...
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah, exactly.
No. But, like...
But this one is, you insulted Octavia immensely and leave the castle.
Yeah, but by not wanting to fuck her.
But no, that's not... We're a nobleman. When you're a nobleman, like, part of the... Like, there's political marriages. Like... That's part of the responsibility of, like, the family, right?
The insult is not giving in to her demands as an Archaean. It literally said it on the last page.
No, that's this one.
No, not that
That's this one. So, the middle one is...
Okay, it's not on this page. It's on a previous page anyway. I swear to God.
If you refuse Octavia, daughter to the Archduke of Magra, you will insult her greatly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's not like
and then if
saying she's a bitch.
Hold on.
That's saying...
Where is it? There we go. Remember, do not displease them, or the Milanitis will grind our family into dust. Like,
how many times has our mother been right?
Quite a few.
No.
Quite a few.
Oh...
I'm sorry, I don't, like, I just... This is just you. Like, you've taken...
16 and up, and it's reject.
Okay, I'm clicking on the middle one no matter what.
What?
Fine, roll.
Don't be a bitch.
Roll.
Right.
I swear to God, if this fucks over the whole playthrough...
It's not going to, right?
It will. They gave us so many warnings.
This is about passionate feelings and emotions, alright?
No, it's not. It's a political marriage. We're a nobleman. The political alliances are what we're supposed to do.
Do you want me to do this in camera so you think I'm not lying? I don't think you believe that I would lie, but...
I don't believe you would lie, but I also don't want to leave this up to chance. I think this is a clear-cut thing.
It's a 10.
Okay. You give Octavia your answer, looking her straight in the eye. You have been in love with her ever since you were young, and I don't like how they didn't. There should have been a fourth option where we're not like in love with her, but we agreed to do this for political
That fucking
reasons.
picture is literally me right now.
Love with her ever since you were young, enchanted by her beauty and grace. Every chance encounter a treasured memory, and you know that this feeling is mutual. To you, there is no greater honor than Lady Octavia's affection. Okay. I was reading this completely wrong, but I still stand by my choice.
But you cannot sacrifice your honor, Kaiser, as a nobleman,
Yep.
for the sake of this love. You do not mean this as an insult, on the contrary. Lady Melanides is far superior to you, it is true. Yet you, too, are of the noble estate, and you cannot accept humiliation, even if you must face the full extent of the Melanides ire. You will reciprocate Octavia's affection, not as an obedient plaything, but as a man and a noble.
Your impassioned speech ends, and you steel yourself to face her wrath. But to your surprise, Octavia seems lost in thought, her eyes downcast.
Nobody denies me. I'm not used to this. You are a remarkable human indeed, Equestrian Brante. I have noticed this ever since we first met. Your words echo in my heart. You do not follow the usual rules. Any other man would have been groveling at my feet by now. Perhaps you can be my escape from the stifling, sickening world.
Yeah.
Don't start saying you like that.
I do, actually. I think this last bit here, I think this is a sign that she, she's not really... Like, all the haughty airs and everything, that's just her putting on a mask for the public.
It's a ruse, and she's pulling you along by your cock.
Maybe.
Alright?
But basically, she just admitted that we have a fucking weighty pair of testicles. We had the balls to go like, bitch, we're equals or nothing. So be it. I choose a human as my lover, and I care little for what the aristocracy of the twins' forsaken province has to say about it. I'll take this as far as I like.
But you will be safer if our affair remains a secret to the world. Now come to me, my sweet human. Ugh. Ugh.
God, is that us? The fuck is wrong with our
You look
shoulder?
like fucking Stefan.
Yeah, right? You draw closer to Octavia on the throne. She reaches out for your face, caressing it gently and carefully, as though touching a human for the first time. A moment passes, and suddenly her arms wrap around your neck, and her legs lock around your torso. She pulls you closer to her with all her might. You do not resist the Archnean's assault. Her embrace leads you to the throne.
Just saying, but if she's sitting on a throne, right? Imagine this, someone's sitting on a throne, and then they go to hug you and, like, pull you in, right?
I am
It's
imagining
gonna,
her...
like, snap your back.
I'm imagining her, like, hopping at us like a face hugger from fucking Alien.
Ooh.
Just like a...
By the sounds of what's coming up, it seems like we're perched on her lap.
As long as she doesn't make us call her mommy.
Oh god, Kaiser! How do you like the seat of the great Char Melanides? Just a piece of wood, or like you've got. Don't you agree? Uncomfortable too, but luckily it's spacious enough for the two of us.
Oh god. Octavia's ravenous lips find yours as her hands free you from the fashionable... As her hands free you from your fashionable attire, her entire body shivering with excitement. You caress her skin, tender and azure. You commit her to memory, studying her, trying to understand her. Octavia's eyes are dark as the starless sky, sparkling with delight from your sweet transgression. But why does she seek this pleasure with you? Why would she humiliate her ancestors and her very dynasty by having an affair with a human?
This reminds me of that scene in, fuck, what was the film with the blue people? Avatar.
I was about to say Smurfs.
where Sully and the chick get all
Hot and bothered.
hair bandy together.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, they connected ponytails.
Oh,
Seeing you preoccupied, Octavia gently pulls your head up by the chin. She kisses you passionately, and her lips start moving down your half-naked body.
oh boy.
That inhuman passion swallows you and overtakes you until the vast throne room of the Millennitis dynasty echoes with the sound of tacos.
Ecstatic moans. I don't think that's too spicy for YouTube.
Okay, I mean it was with all of it combined, it's getting a bit fishing.
I mean, there's nothing on the screen. We're not using any vulgar language. Then there is silence, save for the sound of your heavy breathing. Octavia caresses your back slowly, then playfully pushes you off the throne. The Archneans watch you from their portraits, their faces as dispassionate as ever.
Octavia returns to you at dawn, now wearing a modest black dress, her hair in a formal bun. Wait, did we pass out?
I think she, we bang her in the throne room, right? And then we head back to our guest quarters, and then she comes to visit us in the guest quarters the next day. It is time for you to leave, Equestrian. The Archduke will return to the castle soon. I will visit Anazort now and again. Several estates there belong to me. We will meet there, safe from prying eyes.
You leave Serpenwerda, with your head spinning and your heart racing. The day it takes to return to Anazort passes like a single moment. When your family asks you about your visit to the Archduke, you evade the question. How the fuck would you evade a question like that?
I don't know. Well, she did say it'd probably be safer for us if we kept it clandestine. But, yeah. Alright, so, hold on, I'll read this. From that day forth, your heart aches sweetly, yearning for Octavia's letters, and when it is time for a brief tryst, the two of you disappear to one of her estates and give in to your secret passion. There are days when your love and your lover seem but an illusion, something gone forever, but soon another note arrives and the affair continues, only to be cut short again for an unknown time. You have stolen the heart of the most beautiful and highborn Archnean lady of Magra. Only one nagging thought casts shadow on your love. What will be the price for this insolence?
Hold on, Kaiser. In one fell swoop, you've made us a fucking playboy.
You are completely... you are interpreting this in such a fucking disingenuous way. So,
she's just banging us when she comes through the neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly, because if this was public, then her father would be like, bitch, what the hell are you doing?
There's so many things wrong about this.
Okay.
He's probably got Smurf TDs.
It doesn't matter. Rejecting her would have been a horrible, horrible decision. It would have fucked our family, and Equestrian Brante would not fuck his family over. So if his choice was be a complete pussy simp, or fuck his family over, or go into this relationship and keep his dignity, he would have chosen the middle one. I stand by that decision. I think it's perfectly in line with the character we've been building. We also lost some willpower for that.
Why the fuck? We should get willpower for all the spunk we've just expelled. Sorry, that's not what I should have said.
These videos are long. I feel like YouTube doesn't watch the whole long ones.
That's true.
You've started an affair with the daughter of the Archduke Millennitis. By the way,
let it be we catch an STD from the blue chick. Please.
We've caught Archnean.
You've caught shriveled dickery.
Oh my god. And on that day, Equestrian Bronson's balls grew 3 sizes.
Brothers in misery.
So, can I just before we start reading this, I just want to point out that we've been reading for 40 minutes so far, and 10 of that was us fighting about that scene.
Yeah, and frankly, I'm still peeved. Brothers in misery. Your home has been much more peaceful for the last year. The fights between Stefan and Gloria are not as fierce now, but how long will this last? Your job takes up all your time. You see your parents and siblings less and less often. Sometimes you don't even know what they are doing while you deal with the constant stream of duties.
This morning you head out on urgent business. You take one step out of the gate and run into an uninformed gendarme. Oh,
Uniformed.
Sorry. Wow. Uniformed gendarme. An uninformed gendarme. He just doesn't know what's going on. Fuck,
He's
is this
gonna
the right
say,
city?
He's gonna say, your brother Stefan's been banging my mistress. I
That's
saw
right.
them by the apple tree.
Because Stefan's in an affair too.
Yeah. Now we just need Gloria and we'll have the full set.
Oh god.
Oh, a new boy.
Captain
Okay.
Linad. It's you.
Equestrian Brante, your presence is No, he's not that posh.
Yeah, he looks more like, salt of the earth.
Equestrian Brante, your presence is requested at the prefecture dungeon.
Ooh, I like it. Kind of a mild Aussie vibe to that one.
They'll be it. Taken aback, you ask what this is about.
We have your brothers, Stefan and Nathan Bronte, in a cell. They were arrested last night at the Steiner's Inn. They asked us to send for you. I like that voice.
Why the fuck are those two together?
I don't know.
The cells in the prefecture dungeon are cold and damp. The guards lead you to the bars, and behind them, you see Nathan huddled in the... Wait, they lead you to the bars?
Those are doors, yeah, exactly. I think the writer and the artist didn't really have the same...
I thought they meant like drink bar.
Oh, no. No, I assume
Okay, hell yeah!
the bars of the jail cell, yeah.
And behind them, you see Nathan huddled in the corner. Your younger brother is unshaven. He's always unshaven. More disheveled than usual. He's a piece of shit!
He's
reeking of
such
wine and filth. He's always drunk!
Why is he such a bum?
If ever this is an improvement! Near the cell, you see Stefan grimly sitting in a chair. You guess the gendarme thought it best not to put him in the same cell as his low-born brother.
God, he isn't even locked up, he's just sitting on a chair. Upon seeing you, Nathan lets out a whimper, and Stefan cracks a bitter smile. The sheath on your brother's belt is empty. Before I click on the next one, I need to step away for just a second, so I'm going to pause the record.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a drink.
Alright, back we are. Oh yes, here we go.
There you are at last, Equestrian. Have a good look at your younger brother. Yesterday he got drunk in the company of some dubious fellows. They are commoners, yet they dared to surrender to pleasure. What? They started a brawl, wrecked the inn, and harassed the waitress. As soon as I heard, I rushed to save this drunkard from the shame.
Nathan cowers into the corner, horror-struck. I walked in and demanded that Nathan come with me, but his cronies wouldn't let him go.
That's not true. You just grabbed me by the collar and dragged me after you. You nearly suffocated me.
Shut your mouth, cur. So, brother, they seem to have some sort of sect. They all shouted defamations against the twin gods, and one of them grabbed me by the arm. I was forced to skewer this heretic with my sword. I hope a lesser death will teach him never to lay his filthy paws on a nobleman.
He was just trying to talk to you, Stefan.
Oh, it's me.
Silence! Then the gendarmes barged in, and here we are. I've been accused of an unlawful murder. Apparently, the new laws allow killing a commoner only if he attacks first or wields a weapon. They say that in the event of an insult, I'm supposed to file a complaint with the prefecture. So now they're going to seize my sword for a whole year! What a shame. And it's all your fault, Nathan.
Stefan gives the bars a furious kick. Nathan covers his face with his hands in despair.
You can do the next one.
Equestrian brother, you're our only hope. Get my sword back and get us out of here. And fast. We have to bury this sordid affair as deep as we can before anyone finds out. Save our family from shame. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, this is bad. We needed a better career to do this one. We needed to be a priest to do this one.
Whoops.
I guess we're asking Dad, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't really abandon them, would we?
No, but sorry, if you hover, that does actually help Stefan and Nathan. So yeah.
Yeah, I think this is
But
probably.
then why would they give us the option? If it's free, why would they give us the option?
I don't know. We'd have
This might drag our father into shame.
It might, but
Whereas this will only get our brothers into shame. It won't get us into shame.
Well, I think there's no harm in asking him, like, right? Because we can just go like, hey, Dad. I mean, he might
will
very
have to use his power.
Well, it depends on what he's gonna say. He might come down here and go like, "Yeah, you guys fucked up. Take your punishment."
It's not something I want to roll over, but I'm kind of like maybe 55% refuse to help.
I honestly, I don't even want to consider refusing to help because I mean, one of the things that we've been trying to do for a while now is keep the family together, and like just to keep the family from.
We are really good for that.
Yeah, I know, but just to keep the family together, we sent Gloria to a spa. I think we should go to our dad.
I think this might ruin our father though, and we are definitely short on his fucking money.
Well, but would it ruin our father? Because all we're doing is asking him to help.
He will use his power to free them, and let's face it, we don't give a shit about Stefan or Nathan.
Stefan's growing on me, but Nathan, I agree. I'm just looking at where they stand right now.
They're both positive for us.
Yeah.
And besides, even then, what the fuck is Nathan gonna do? I think we should not drag our name through the mud in this case. I think they should take their lumps, like any person should. Like, that would be obeying the law.
We're both kind of in the middle of the ground. Let's roll this one 50-50. This won't be that 75-25 we talked about. Just 50-50, leave it up to chance.
Alright, do you want high or low?
High for ask for help, low for refuse.
Okay. 15.
Alright.
It's
Come
not my
on,
day.
Daddy. I mean, I could see both sides of that one, so like I wasn't really convinced. That's why I said let's just flip a coin, essentially.
You tell Stefan that the only way to get them out of this mess is with Father's help.
No, Equestrian! Father must not know about this. If he gets involved, we won't be able to avoid dishonoring the family.
Oh god, you were right.
No redos.
Yeah.
You coldly reply that after this incident, disgrace is inevitable, and all that remains is to try and minimize the damage. Leaving your brothers, you go upstairs to your father's office.
What happened, Equestrian? You give Father an account of the incident. He becomes more and more grim with every word you utter.
Is this why I earned the judge's mantle? To get my own sons out of prison? I would have expected something like this from Nathan, but Stefan? I will not demean myself so they can avoid their punishment.
You argue that in this case, the damage to your family's reputation will be far greater. Stefan will be publicly deprived of his sword, and Nathan will be sentenced to hard labor in the streets. Good, some hard fucking work would be good for that drunk.
I hate to admit it, but you're right, son. I'll have to swallow my pride and plead their case to the prefect. Stefan is his nephew, after all.
Father gets an audience with his superior, Elborne. He returns downhearted, but holding the prefect's order. Together you walk down to the dungeon and present the order to the gendarmes. Stefan Brante's sword is to be returned at once. He has not broken the law and must be freed. As for Nathan Brante, you will personally cover the damage to the inn, the damages the inn has sustained. This is no reason to keep a son of a noble family behind bars.
Seeing the prefect's seal, The gendarme nods obediently and returns Stefan's sword.
Incidentally, I didn't know what the word prefect... I didn't know the word prefect
Oh, really?
for the longest time. I know what it means now, but I
Right.
remember when I was in high school, I never read the Harry Potter books. I didn't like them. Well, I did. I just basically had no interest in them. But I had friends who were, well, basically Emily, she was obsessed with them. And so I, at one point, she tried to force me to read them. And when reading through them, they kept talking about the prefect. And first of all, I was reading it as perfect. And I'm like, who the fuck is a perfect? Like, is that some kind of a title at this school?
Yeah, we had prefects in a couple of my schools.
Yeah, I think it's like a British school thing, because they don't have those. Even in, like, private schools or boarding schools over here, they don't have those, as far as I know.
Yeah. It's like I don't want to say the leading group of the oldest year, but
Yeah.
like they're kind of assigned and they do slightly more duties.
Yeah, essentially like like in college we had residential associates or RAs, and they essentially were kind of tasked with extra responsibilities for their floor, their dorm, or
Yeah,
whatever.
and then it looks good on a CV, I guess, when you initially leave.
Yeah.
Father, I knew you'd come to rescue. I haven't really done anything shameful.
We will discuss this at home. Stefan sheaths his sword reverently as Nathan is led out of the cell. The elder brother takes the younger by the scruff of his neck and pulls him to the door. Nathan staggers and shuffles along limply.
The prefecture is highly displeased with the indiscreet nepotism your father took advantage of. Unsavory rumors about the Brante family creep through Anazot.
Back home, father lectures Stefan. Your elder brother objects and blames Nathan for everything.
From now on, there will be no more drinking bouts or other nocturnal exploits, Nathan. Who are those rogues you've befriended anyway? Stop shaming this family. If you're so worthless, at least let others go about their business in peace. Do you understand, you blockhead?
Nathan remains silent, staring despondently somewhere above him. Okay.
Yeah, you were 100% right on that one. We should have just, let them take their lot, because, Stefan, we don't really like him anyway, and honestly, hard labor would be good for Nathan. He needs some fucking hard labor. He needs to sober up and do some hard fucking work. Oh, yeah.
That's fine, we'll get it back in no time. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, but based on our conversation there, it sounded like it would have gone down.
Wait, where the fuck did our family peace go down?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, fuck it, whatever. We're high enough that we can get that back too. Oh, but manipulation went up.
That's bad.
I mean,
Kind of.
it could be useful.
Maybe.
It opens up more options later. That's what I'm thinking.
Your most recent year of service at the prefecture has seen
Excuse
an
me,
increase.
Blue. The
Yes?
title? Mr. Always jumping down my throat about the title.
Oh, you reveled in that, didn't you?
I really did. I have been waiting for you to forget it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Let it be known that I will never let you get away with it anymore.
You haven't been letting me get away with it so.
There was a couple times, alright?
Okay. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself.
No. Don't say sorry, dickhead. It's gonna happen. The
Oh,
case
it's war.
of Father Mark. Your most recent year of service at the prefecture has seen an increase in litigation on crimes against the church. More and more people are joining the ranks of the new faith in Anazot. The movement began with destitute beggars who had nothing to lose, but for years now, many well-off commoners and new nobles have been joining the fold. People say the leader of the new faith in Anazot is Father Leonard, the abbot of the temple of the Silver Tree. The city's leaders would love to expel him, but he is too highly regarded by the common folk.
I was just thinking of something like that conversation we had before we started reading this page. Well, about the whole title. Can you imagine You know, like those audiobooks that have like multiple voice actors doing different parts and stuff.
Yeah.
If the different voice actors got into fights during the audiobook reading.
Oh, that would make it a lot better. Holy shit.
That's essentially what this episode is. Like, we've been reading it, but occasionally we've just gotten into fights during the reading.
See, that's the thing. When I'm listening to an audiobook, I don't care if it's a man or a woman or whatever.
Yeah.
I really hate it, though, when there's more than one reading the same book. And I think the like 6th or 7th book or something of Red Rising, they did what one person read like the first 5 books, and then on the 6th book they had 4 different people reading it.
See, that I'm actually in the middle of that Formic Wars series that I've been reading. That's what they do, is they have different voice actors for different characters. So, like, because it switches perspective. So, for instance, it's like, it's following this rich guy. It's one voice actor that reads his entire chapter, right? Mm-hmm. And then it switches over to this little kid in a different part of the solar system. Now it's one guy reading his entire chapter. And I'm okay with that, because they've done it from the beginning, and they actually do it very well, where these characters rarely interact with each other. So... you don't get like inconsistent voices.
The same person talking to themselves. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. Continuing on. This isn't the podcast. This is Brante. Complaints and cases of defiance of one's lot keep pouring in. Every day, someone is reported by their neighbor for heresy. Many commoners, adherents of the old faith, fear that such flagrant defiance of the lots will usher in the prophesied wrath of the gods. However, you and the other judges have no choice but to reject most of these cases. As a secular institution, the prefecture has no authority when it comes to crimes against the faith. Only the church and the Inquisition have any there.
Oh shit. In the middle of another busy day at the prefecture's office, the door suddenly swings open. A tall gendarme wearing an officer's uniform walks in. He takes off his helmet, adjusts his short, fair hair, and bows to you hastily.
Oh, it's this guy!
Hell yeah.
Alright, it was kind of like a mild Aussie accent, right?
Fuck, I can't remember.
I think it was like a...
Captain
Lynn... Yeah, it was here.
It was more husky.
Yeah, it was like, Captain Leonard reporting, Your Honor.
That's it.
My boys finally caught Father Mark, the dreaded apostate heretic. The prefecture told us to take him to you for judgment. You, bring him in.
2 gendarmes bring in a short, stout man wearing a worn dress.
It's like a fucking hobbit.
Where did I get dress from? Wearing a worn, dirty priest's cassock. Priests wear the sacred symbol of the twins, a cross within a circle, but this man does not. Forced to sit before you, this odd-looking priest is nonetheless strangely undisturbed by his arrest. His eyes, curious and glimmering with life, study you intently.
I mean, look at him. He's probably high as fuck. You think that's tobacco in that pipe? Oh, God. That guy he looks like a fucking hobbit.
When we finish this playthrough, I think we have to do, like, a faster version with, like, a really horrible religious guy. I think. Like, completely mix everything up.
You go the religious route and just fuck up the religion.
Just be an asshole.
Okay, I'm okay with that. We can kind of like fast forward through it. Anyway.
This is him, Father Mark.
Wait, no, this is me. Hold on, you just read.
Oh, yes, it is.
This is him, Father Mark in the flesh. We caught him trying to preach that teaching of his, smack in the middle of a drinking hole for the lowborn in Grey District. Some guy took offense and called for the gendarmes, and we got there right away.
Father Mark, you've heard the name ever since you were a child. His cult of rejection of the twins has expanded tenfold over the past several years, with nobles, commoners, and even other priests joining his flock. The Inquisition has hunted this heretical apostate for years, but Father Mark has always eluded capture until now. Some say he has powerful protectors.
Hear the statements from the people at the establishment, Your Honor.
I'll read the next one. You flip through the pages of handwritten statements. Father Mark isn't just preaching. He is openly defying not only the lots, but even the twins themselves. Father Mark teaches that the gods have neither design nor purpose for us, so we are under no obligation to serve them or prepare our souls for the hereafter.
You put the papers away, ready to question the profane priest. What was the subject of his sermons? What was he trying to convince his listeners to do? Father Mark prefaces his answer with a dazzling smile.
Oh god, I get to do his voice. Alright, let me think about this.
I would say Treebeard.
Oh, what, like a,
As a judge.
The ants will go to war.
Yeah.
Okay. As a judge, it is your duty to enforce secular law. You know as well as I do that I have broken no such law.
No. So such law.
Oh, so such. Wait, what? Oh, fuck! That's a typo. Fuck off.
No, it's not.
I have broken so such law? That should be no such law.
Yeah, I think it is.
I mean, come on, this game isn't above typos.
Yeah.
I am a priest, my friend. And in the Empire, the priests are allowed to preach.
Alright. You doing that voice makes me want to yawn.
Well, that's essentially the face I'm making when I'm doing it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm essentially, like, sticking my lips out and opening
It sounds like you're about to yawn, and my head is saying, you should be yawning right now.
Oh my god, I'm actually gonna yawn now.
Yeah. Shit, I'm keeping...
But yeah, so if you have to do that voice, it's, you know, just stick your lips out and open your mouth as wide as you can with every word.
Don't worry, I'm used to it.
Oh god. Oh, here you go.
I was preaching the proper way to live one's worldly life. For this is the only existence we have. I told my listeners not to waste their lives searching those gods, serving those gods even. The twins surely love us, but alas, their love violates us as much as their law. This entire world is proof of that.
I see my words upset you, but I'm afraid you can't judge me guilty for that. Here's why. You see, mine is the priestly lot, if the judgment of the church is to be trusted, which means that only the Inquisition Tribunal may find me guilty.
So you could hand me over to those black-clad thugs, but alas, you will get absolutely nothing in return. The Inquisition wants to light their pyres in every corner of Anisot, and all they need for that is me. As soon as they get me, the Inquisitors will tell the Prefecture to step aside and start enforcing the law themselves. Is that what you want, my friend? You're getting a bit of a ghost there at the end.
Wait, sorry, what?
I turned him into a bit of a ghost at the end by accident.
Yeah, I mean... it may be the voice that we've chosen for this guy, but I'm really, like, starting to not like him. So what are you to do with me? Well, that's the thing. Well, let's think about it. As a secular judge, you can't judge me guilty, but giving me to the Inquisition will weaken the prefecture. And so, my friend, everybody will be better off if you just set me free. Trust an old philosopher. It's better for me, better for your prefect, and better for you as well.
Wait, so what's actually bad about us just holding on to him until the Inquisition get here?
He's saying that will mean the Inquisition will essentially try to usurp secular authority. So, like, right now the prefect...
I mean, we're giving him to them, so they won't be.
I think he's just trying to save his own skin, personally.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, also, by the way, look at this soldier. Doesn't he look like a young Sean Bean?
Oh my god, he does. He really does.
Surprisingly, the gendarme captain smiles, knowingly at these words. He leans over and whispers a few words into your ear. You cannot help but notice the scars all over his neck.
I say the old heretic's right, Your Honor. If he's still got the priestly lot, he's the Inquisition's problem. It's too dangerous for the prefecture to meddle in churchly affairs.
Hell yeah, Sean Bean. Strictly between you and me, if the reports I've been getting are to be trusted, this here Mark's been rubbing elbows with Patriarch Cassius himself, sir. Letting him go might get us on his good side, and sir, Patriarch's a wealthy man.
But suddenly the captain's voice trails off as the door to your office opens without warning. There's a young woman at the door, clothed in a black cassock, and bearing the telltale silver seal of the Inquisition.
I am Sister John! I serve the Order of the Inquisition.
My voice can't go that high, fuck!
Mine can't really, but that stern face, those piercing brown eyes, they seem somehow familiar. Of course, this is the young acolyte girl from the temple at the Silver Tree, the one you saw during your school visit. She's an Inquisitor now.
Oh no.
Your men did well to track down and arrest Father Mark. Splendid! We've been hunting this false preacher for a long time.
I'm waiting for the thud as you fall off your chair from lack of oxygen.
As I'm sure you know, priests may not be judged by secular laws. Your Honor, Mark has denigrated the twins and called for the people to reject them. He has broken his sacred vows and defied his lot. He will face the tribunal of the Inquisition for his transgressions.
Oh my god, that hurts so much. I cannot...
That was amazing.
I can feel my balls going up into me. Just what the fuck was that? I cannot do voices that high.
Alright. Serious face. The man before you is a great threat to the people of Arizona. Judge Brante. His words lead people astray. His speech is doomed to eternal suffering at the foot of the pillar. Only the church knows the way to end his heresy. You'll hand Father Mark over to me at once. I'm actually quite good at that voice.
Yeah, I right? Oh, okay, we've lost a few. Okay.
Yeah.
Sister Jean remains in the doorway, wordlessly refusing to leave the prefecture without the captured heretic. The gendarmes and the captain stand still, awaiting your orders. Father Mark is lounging in the chair, enjoying himself and eyeing you curiously, waiting for your decision on this contentious situation.
I mean, surely if we set him free, they're just going to capture him outside the fucking building.
Yeah, probably.
I am all for handing him over.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same way. So Justice, we can't judge him.
Yeah, we can't do anything as a judge because we don't have any fucking judge points.
You know, that's the thing, because we've stayed neutral, I think staying neutral has actually fucked us, because career-wise, look at, we're neutral, like, across the board. We're in the middle of the road with our career and for justice.
We lost 2 career and 2 justice just for shutting down that print shop.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what fucked us.
Where the fuck... Oh, I couldn't remember how to get out of here. Alright, so set him free is... Oh, we did scheming. Because what the Aussie told us, we could potentially use him to gather some influence with another person.
No, he said to hand him over to the Inquisition, didn't he?
No, he said at the end there to... he insinuated that this guy, you know, he had friends in high places, so setting him free could be good for us.
Yeah. Nah, fuck it. Inquisition.
I'm fine with that too. Oh, yeah, I agree. 100%. Just fuck this guy.
For a while... Wait, is it you or me?
It's you.
Okay. For a while, you consider your options. Then you get up from your chair and give the gendarme a sign. They obediently lead him to Sister Jean, She allows herself the luxury of a brief smile.
Oh no. Thank you for being so sensible, Your Honor. I knew you had a great potential ever since we first met. Rest assured, Father Mark will never break another law, whether sacred or secular. Now this sycophant will be able to hide from us no longer, thanks to you.
If you ask me, it's all thanks to you, Your Honor. Not that there's any difference, though. If you think about it, you're just a puppet of the alien will of the gods. Same as the rest of us. I thought for a second that he was going to start talking about aliens.
He's going to show up and have a cameo in Ancient Aliens, which somehow is still running.
It's Area 51, you see.
The gendarmes unceremoniously stuff a gag in Father Mark's mouth to protect you from his heretical notions. Sister Jean takes the apostate away to the dungeons of the Inquisition for his long overdue punishment.
You've seen receive new reports. Interrogation and torture yielded the Inquisition the names of several of Father Mark's followers, all of whom were caught quickly. The pyres light upon the streets of Anazot. Imperial law has no power here, for judging heretics is the domain of the Inquisition.
As Prophet Asatius teaches, the earthly must remain upon the earth, the heavenly in heaven. The prefecture's duty is to enforce the law upon the earth. The laws of heaven are beyond the scope of your authority.
And so you say a prayer to the younger twin. You are filled with the power of law you serve. So intense it is almost overwhelming. The law is one of the three manifestations of the twins. The law is your calling. Okay.
So we've actually, because of that, now the old church has actually gained a little bit more power.
Yeah. I didn't think we were that low on...
we were apparently at -2 before, because now we're at -3, yeah. Oh. What?
What?
How is that?
We just completed the law!
Like, we literally followed the letter of the law. How is that not justice?
That's bullshit. Well, it's not justice, I guess.
I mean, it's not justice. We just were like, okay, this isn't our authority. We turned it over to the proper authorities. It's fucking justice.
Because it's not just to stop them from worshipping wherever they want to worship, but...
Yeah. We also got 2 to theology.
Fuck.
God, the game interpreted that very differently than we did.
What?
The crowded square. This event is a
Less than 2.
So because we did this, we now have a new event. Okay.
Because we have less than 2 justice. Oh, they're gonna fucking take over the courthouse.
Jesus.
This is the fucking... Oh, this is the riot Kaiser.
Oh, shit. Your most recent verdict seemed to have convinced the nobles of their absolute impunity and complete rule over the lowborn estate.
What?
Bullshit!
We made one thing that was noble related.
One.
That last thing was nothing to do with nobles and commoners. That was religion.
Bull fucking shit. Anyway. And now the commoners in every corner of the province grovel and scream as their landlords take and punish and humiliate. Any attempts to appeal to justice will not succeed. The judges reject all complaints against the nobles without even reading them.
Today there is a large gathering of people in the square in front of the prefecture. But this is no festivity, no celebration, no joyous occasion. This is a mob of commoners, and they have come to ask for justice. Many are on their knees, begging, praying. Those with the loudest voices stand on tall barrels, screaming at the prefecture.
Oh, it's a new guy.
Friedmund Schmidt.
Alright.
Do you hear us, Prefect?
What?
He's called Friedmund Schmidt.
Oh, okay, fine. No.
No.
Hold on. Let me try to do like a gruff German accent.
I'm trying to think of like... Sorry.
Do you hear us, Prefect? We ask for justice. We beg for protection.
A bit French, but that's fine.
Yeah, I was struggling to do a gruff German voice. I just can't.
Shall I do this one?
Yeah, I'll let me try again.
Okay.
The tax is too high. We cannot pay it twice. Our families starve. But we must pay our last coin to the Duke and then to the overseer.
Prefect Alborne watches the crowd from his window, lost in thought. He knits his brows, he turns to face you.
This is how a riot begins, Brante. The commoners are only asking for justice now. If they don't get it, they will try force soon enough. Imagine what will happen if they bring torches next time.
The noble lot is to rule, yes? But we must rule wisely and provide for those we rule over. Too many nobles think the law was written only for the common folk. It pains me to say it, but you seem to be among them, Brante.
Bullshit!
One thing. We did.
Fucking shit.
Wait, did we lose justice for releasing our brother and dad?
No,
brother
we
and brother,
didn't.
sorry.
No, oh, we
Okay.
did. Oh, shit, you're right, we did. Fuck, we did two things.
I think we lost one. Yeah.
Fuck.
That's annoying.
But we defended the nobleman who, like, or the dude who had built a diary on his, like, on the noble guy's land and stuff. But I thought we were striking a good balance, but apparently not.
I thought we were as well.
But you seem wise enough, Sir Judge. So put your wisdom to use. Go outside and set things right. Something must be done about them before this mob turns into a stampede. Take Captain Linard and his men and go to the square. You have to calm these people. They have to disperse before the noble militia comes to them. Notices them and reaches for their swords. And then there won't be any end to the bloodshed. Help me buy some time. We will diffuse this situation together.
You are in the square. You stand on the steps of the prefecture, surrounded by gendarmes searching for the leaders of the mob. In the middle of the crowd, standing on a wooden crate, you see a woman dressed in trousers and a jacket, gesticulating wildly.
Oh god, it's this bitch again. I really wish we had never saved her.
Which one?
Oh, it's Gloria.
No, it's our sister.
What?
Oh, buggery.
Truth and justice! Truth and justice!
That was my line, technically.
Was it?
Gloria used to recite...
No, you read this.
Oh, no, you are right. Sorry, I'll shut up.
So, yeah, the next one's me. Gloria used to recite poetry like that when you were children, but she is not a couch in your home anymore. Wait, what? Oh.
She is not a... What?
I think couch has a different definition.
Not that I've ever heard.
Me neither, but I feel like there is a secondary definition that makes sense there. I assume she's not a piece of furniture.
Right?
She now stands in the middle of a roiling human sea. She sees you for a moment, and for a moment her voice trails off, but then she starts chanting to the crowd even louder.
Give us the law! Give us the law! Another ringleader notices you in the meantime. A sturdy, bald man with a short beard and the appearance of a craftsman.
You're finally here, my lord.
Can I... that voice just seems so much more accurate to him, even though he has a German name.
Shall I give you a taste of what I kind of imagine it being?
Give me your idea of him, and I'll try to imitate it.
You're finally here, my lord.
Okay, I can do that.
You're finally here, my lord. You're Judge Brante. We know you well. We know you quite well. We're looking for a way to help His Highness Gaius Tempest hear our pleas. If the prefecture can't protect us, then His Highness is our only hope.
That is a much better voice. Thank you for that.
No worries. The cries and screams grow louder and fiercer. Slowly, the mob of petitioners begins to advance towards the prefecture. The gendarmes are ready to fight back. Captain Linard eyes the crowd, awaiting your orders.
So can we just kill the ringleaders is out of the question, right?
I wish we could make peace with the people.
So do I. We would need Protector of the People.
Oh, wait.
It was an event earlier that we didn't get.
Oops. That was kind of our goal in this game.
Yeah, it really was. How did we miss it? When was it supposed to happen?
Oh, we've gone past it, I think. Oh, no, it's there. It's up. Protect the common folk. Maybe that was the fucking newspaper.
Oh, you're right. It may have been, yeah.
Did it really fuck us that hard?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. Roguelikes, fuck you to varying degrees, and you never know.
Well, what's hover grant their request? I want to see what the request is.
You promise the people to do what they ask as a honestly, I think that's good. Let's see what this one is just for. Oh, this is just because we have enough valor. You order the gendarmes to find and imprison those who instigated the mob. Without their leadership, the throng will disperse. I agree. First of all, our boss told us to do this. Second, we want to be a man of the people, and this is that. So I'm 100% on board with you on this one.
Sweet.
This is you or me?
Yeah.
I think
you call out for Friedmund Schmidt, one of the leaders of the common folk. The demands of the people will be heard, you tell him, and their petition will be referred to Overseer Gaius Tempest. As a judge, you readily assure them the Empire protects all its subjects in equal measure.
Well said, sir.
Sorry, hold on. What was the voice?
Well said, sir.
Well said, sir. Hey, Judge Brante just promised the Overseer is going to accept our demands. Hooray!
The square roars with approval. You hear Gloria's exuberant cries somewhere in the human sea. You furrow your brow. This is not quite what you said. I'd like to point out, not only is Gloria knowingly dicking us over, because she knows we work here,
Yeah.
she's also knowingly dicking over our father.
Yeah. Gloria is growing into kind of a bitch.
A little bit.
Mark my words, Judge Bronte. Soon they'll be back. They'll be saying you promised to get rid of the taxes and the Archduke and the Lords. I think I'll stay here and keep order. You better go with them and collect their petitions for Overseer like you promised.
Several leaders of the march follow you into the prefecture to petition Overseer Gaius Tempest. Alborn meets the commoners inside, surprisingly composed.
You are welcome to join me in my office, Bronte. Could you please return to the square? Could you please return to the square and see to it that the crowd is dispersed?
I will have my special agent, Mr. Fuck Graben, deal with these. Oh my god, he is!
Oh my god, you weren't wrong!
I didn't even read that, I swear to god.
You weren't even wrong! Alright, read it, come on.
I said the word.
Oh god, and you say it and he comes.
Exactly. Judge Carlo Fockgraben catches sight of you in the hallway. He almost crushes you against the wall. Oh, you get the pleasure!
So, what was his voice? It was kind of like a...
Have you lost your mind, Bronte?
Have you lost your mind, Bronte? It was kind of like a jolly kind of voice, if I remember
Yeah,
right.
it was a jovial version of that.
Have you lost your mind, Bronte? You should have scattered the mob and put them in their place, not pampered them. Those commoners have us wrapped around their finger now.
And what madness makes you agree to drag the Overseer himself into this? He'll be forced to respond to their petition now. Do you have any idea what this means for the prefecture? Or for your career, for that matter?
You managed to slip away from Carlo Footgraben without saying a word. Once you're outside at last, the square is almost empty of people, to your great relief.
Everything's in order, Sir Bronte. As soon as you left, that loud girl in men's clothing climbed up on a barrel and shouted that it was time for the people to hold up their end of the bargain. And then they up and left. Never thought it could have ended this peacefully.
Oh, look! We got better with Gloria. But is
Why
it true?
the fuck, if she likes us this much, was she pissing us off?
I don't know. She's just... I don't know, maybe she is a dumbass. Alright. But is it truly over? Your heart fills with uncertainty as you slowly cast your gaze over the square and what remains of the mob. The common people got what they wanted today, and it was all thanks to you.
I expect this from Nathan.
Oh my god. Our career's down to 0. Career in ruins. But justice is back up.
What? Fuck, -3?
That is pretty significant.
Does that mean we don't have a job there anymore?
I mean, I don't know. At this point, to be fair, maybe this is
like it's gone past the tag, so there's gonna be a thing now.
Yeah, that's a good point. So that's gone down low enough. So we're gonna have something happen there. But if we get kicked out, I mean, at least
we're not gonna be able to see Fort Graben anymore.
No, no, not fuck Graben.
No!
But diplomacy went up.
Oh, great. We literally cannot win in this job.
Jesus Christ, consequences. Chutes
Yeah.
and ladders. Yep. Holy
Which,
fuck.
by the way, we don't call it shoots and ladders over in England.
What do you call it?
It's snakes and ladders.
Oh, really? Okay.
You go down snakes instead of shoots.
Interesting.
Is it you or me?
I don't know. Chutes and ladders. News of your latest actions spread rapidly across Anazot. You have made many enemies during your years as a judge, and now is their chance to strike. Your career is hanging by a thread. You have to fight off accusations, denouncements, and slander just to retain your position.
Oh, so this is a last chance saloon kind of thing.
Yeah.
A quiet knock at the door interrupts your musing. Oh my god. The imposing figure of Judge Farlow? I almost said the wrong way around.
Yeah, you did.
That would have been bad. Of Judge Carlo Fockgraben solemnly floats into your office.
We hardly ever see each other these days,
Just
Brante. I have decided to pay you a visit. With the most cordial of intentions, of course. I've been hearing everywhere that these things are not going well for you. So I asked myself the question, how could a man of your talents quarrel with almost all of Anazot's high society? I'm sure you simply misguided, but worry not, I will show you the way.
Hang on. That last scene where they were like, you're clearly in with the nobles.
I don't think these two events were supposed to happen one after the other.
But they were naturally going to. -3? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't know, but maybe if our career was good before this, I think it's kind of a coincidence they happened that close together. Yeah.
Many judges see you as a threat. They think that your I was going to say darling. That your daring rulings are putting the entire prefecture at danger. Let's examine your latest case, for instance. Outcome enraged all the nobility. Our latest case
What the
was
fuck?
killing a fucking commoner.
Jesus Christ.
Its outcome enraged all the nobility of the city. But I know you aren't what they say you are. The others need to see how much you care for your colleagues in our institution.
Take my advice, Equestrian. Don't forget that this is a judge's job to maintain law and order among the estates, not destroy it. Admit your error and reconsider at least some of your past decisions in favor of the nobility.
Oh yeah, tell you what, I've taken my mind back. Let's unmurder that guy, let's untorture him and put him back on the street.
We'll sew his head back on.
Yeah. Do this, and I assure you society will come to see you as a respectable nobleman and a wise judge once again. Do not emulate our prefect. You know that I hold Elborn in the highest esteem, but between you and me, he's on the edge of a precipice, and he's dragging you down with him.
Promise me you will think about what I've said, Brante. I'm only concerned about your well-being. I care about the career of a promising judge like you.
Fockgraben takes a bow and leaves as silently as he came. You reread the latest cases, lost in thought. This is what has turned high society against you. Your enemy's schemes are preventing you from continuing your work. You need to find a way out of this situation. So we need a powerful benefactor. We're fucking the fucking witch.
Right, exactly.
Why can't we just...
Yeah, why can't we go to her? We don't have diplomacy 15, which is what's screwing us here.
Branded by dishonor?
We need patron, like, so we need... We're missing a lot for this one, so, that's not gonna happen. So we could ask our dad for help.
Which is gonna make him hate us, but, you know, we're on +4, so we probably should.
Yeah. The other one is annul our decisions. Or continue...
Wait, hang on, what was that?
Annul our decision. You
changed...
pass rulings in favor of the nobles in order to reassure your colleagues. Continue the fight. You refuse to give in. You will just fight for justice and the rights of the common people. I honestly think we go with our dad.
Yeah, I think we absolutely have to, but annulling our decision, that will change one case that we've done.
That's a good point. Like, this isn't that bad. But given what just happened, we might get, like, a -3 to justice.
Right? So, I think we fucking will. So, yeah.
Let's go with Dad.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Daddy, help me!
You walk swiftly to your father's office. No matter what happens, he will always come to your aid. The conversation begins awkwardly. You tell him about your latest rulings, the enemies you have made, the pressure from Fuckgraben and those like him. Will he help you out of your difficulty?
No, fuck you. Having carefully listened to your account, Father frowns. You are in dire straits indeed. You know that I will always be on your side, but now you've gone too far. It's my fault too, Equestrian. It's time we got you out of this mess.
Our family has still managed to build a reputation over the past few years. I'll arrange meetings with some important noblemen and plead your case. Like predatory beasts, they will smell our vulnerability. As soon as you ask for a favor, you become not only a debtor, but also a prospective victim. We have no choice. Otherwise, you will lose your position as a judge.
But promise me, son, that from now on you will be more cautious and refrain from making more enemies for our family.
Whew, that's a bit better. We're still in a dangerous position. You assure father that you will do your utmost, then you awkwardly thank him for his help. He pats you on the shoulders in response and picks up his quill pen. Letters, entreaties, and humiliating visits await him. Ugh. We're back to the beginning at Tarnished Honor. We're back to 0 willpower, but our diplomacy is now at influential.
It's a shame we just missed like 10 fucking things where we needed diplomacy.
Yeah, right. You sure, father, that you will do your utmost... Oh yeah, I already said that.
Yeah.
Okay, we finished a year. Alright, so let's read the intro and then we will call it apart. This is a long one.
The guns of Illyria. Margaret has received alarming news from the neighbouring province of Illyria. The low-born convicts toiling in the Illyrian mines have revolted against their noble masters. For the first time in many long peaceful years, commoners have taken up arms.
Worse yet, the insurgents had guns and gunpowder, and no one knows how they got them. Gunpowder weapons were banned throughout the Empire as soon as they were invented. The lords deemed firearms dishonorable and unfit for the nobles. Even the Legion soldiers are forbidden from using them. But now gunshots were echoing throughout the mutinous Illyrian mines.
The Imperial Legion was deployed to quell the riot. The Legionnaires slaughtered the rebels without mercy, and the uprising choked to death on its own blood before it had even begun. The south of Illyria is now a forest of gallows. The convicts' corpses were left swaying in the wind as a warning to any commoner who might dare to take up arms.
Although the rebellion quickly succumbed to the Imperial military's onslaught, many Legion soldiers and officers were slain by the insurgents' firearms. Their steel armor was no match for bullets. The rioters' weapons were destroyed in a public ceremony, but no one knows who built or smuggled them into the mines. All Imperial overseers soon issued public reminders in the provinces. The punishment for owning a gunpowder weapon is true death by execution.
But the Empire is still restless, still anxious. Somehow guns found their way into commoners' hands, if only for a short time. Could gunpowder and lead one day endanger the old ways of the Empire?
Authorities of Magra fear the unrest may soon spill over here. Due to the double tax, peasant farms and industrial manufactories are facing harsh times. The province's wealth is steadily declining, but the discontent of the commoners is still held back by the eternal lot that demands they accept their suffering. Oh, sad face.
Middle.
It's right in the middle of the road. Alright,
Damn.
let's call it there. That's another part.
Yeah.
A lot happened in this one.
Yeah.
We
Well, I
triggered-
feel like it was a lot longer, partially because of the argument.
Well, yeah, there was that too, but we also triggered a few events. Even taking the arguments out, it was still an hour and a half. So
Yeah, that was a painful tirade of shit hitting the fan.
it really was. But we came out of it, scathed but living.
Yeah. That's
Anyway.
one thing. We actually have lives to spare. We probably should be
A little bit more,
using them.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll call it there.
Hmm.
Until the next part.